Good morning, welcome back to the channel Lovely Love Mallorca. I'm Andrew and I'm at the top of the strip at the moment. So many people are asking me about lovely walks on the beach and things. So I'm going to take you on a lovely walk on the beach today. But I normally go down to the port and that sort of direction. But today I've decided to take you and show you how far, or how near, whichever you want to call it is to walk towards PLAYA de Muro. And what is the cafes, the bars, the shops at PLAYA de Muro. So I thought I'd do it in one big film and show you. So this is the roundabout. There's a couple of ways we can get to PLAYA de Muro, as you know. We can either take the main road, which goes up there. It's about 15-20 minute walk up to PLAYA de Muro. We're going to take the beach walk. So we're going to start our walk just on the beach itself here. If I take a left, it takes us down to the port and that sort of area. Take a right, which we're going to now, is to take us up to PLAYA de Muro and eventually to Camp Picafort. It's a beautiful day, as you can see, not many clouds are up there. It's really hot, early 30s. And the day is the 23rd of August, so it's getting towards the end of the season. The children will go back to school in a couple of weeks' time. However, the place still stays lovely up to November. The season actually finishes here, Halloween. That's when you'll notice the 1st of November everywhere shuts down, or most places do anyway. Still get a few places for a drink and a chat and a bite to eat. People are just joining a boat trip. The water's lovely. I've got my sandals off and I'm having a little paddle, and the water's just beautiful and warm. We're going to be crossing the Red Bridge in a minute. Get your tickets there. Get tickets for boat trips everywhere.
Because we want to go.
Love to see so many people in there. September's a beautiful month as well, and October. If you come late or early in the season, it's a good idea to bring a jump up, because we can get chilly evenings. Seaweed up there, isn't there? And there you are, there's a famous bridge. When I came here last time, there was a lot of sand build up in the stream just here. But they've been here and dug it all out, and it looks really nice once again. So peaceful. These scooters seem all the rage these days. I think they're brilliant. They really are good fun. Lots of different paths take you to the main road and all down there. All the cafes are open now. As you can see, unfortunately, they're not allowed this year to have the tables and chairs on the actual sand itself. They're only allowed the tables and chairs in their actual building itself, which does seem a shame, because before they had all this covered, didn't they? Plenty of seating room before, not so much now. So that is the port down there, you can see. This is what it's all about for me. It's getting my feet wet. And the good thing about this beach here, it doesn't really matter to a point how far you go out in the sea. You never get that far out your depth. It really is perfect for swimming, because a lot of the time you can always feel the ground. So I was saying you can get out to Campeche Port going this way. It's 13.5 kilometres this beach, starts at the port, ends up Campeche. But if you choose to go further to Campeche, you've got a lovely beautiful walk all through Roman remains and different things like that, that Snow absolutely loves, because a lot of it's undercover. That's the upper side of Sombalo. Lots of holiday accommodations along here on the beachfront itself. There's loads of hotels along here as well. Lots of restaurants, cafes, bars. There's a few on the beach as well. Plenty of places to get a drink or a little bit of food. So if it's a little bit overcrowded at some point on the beach, just walk a little bit further up and you're bound to find a little bit of space if that's what you so wish. Personally, if we have a beach day, we go further up this way. Just on the corner of Playa de Muro, and there's a lot of spaces up there. Up the beach are the lifeguard huts, and they do always have somebody sitting in them, but they also have people walking up and down the beach, and they're all sort of walkie-talkie to each other. And I've actually seen it where they've pulled people out of the beach, and they are really quick when they're actually called for. Within a matter of minutes, there's loads of lifeguards there. It's good to know, isn't it, what I think it is. But now we're coming a little bit further out, as it were, between Alcudia and Playa de Muro. And this is where a lot of the locals are. Yeah, as you'll see, they've been ice boxes in their own chairs and things. And they're here all day. And there's plenty of spaces around. You don't have to sit on each other and things. So you see now the proper sunbeds about. We're down by the Condesa, the hotel called Condesa now. And I like it around here because you've also got the trees. There's a bit of shade when you've had enough. There's plenty of shops. There's only a 5 or 10 minute walk up there. We've got a petrol station and supermarket just here. A little cafe you'll just see on the right hand side now. Just there. So we either continue to walk under the trees now in the shade, or we can obviously go on the sand or still paddle in the sea. Just had a look, the price of the sunbeds and the umbrella are 13 euros for two. So you've got all these houses there, they're all holiday places, I do believe, you can rent. Got a hotel behind there, Playa d'Or. And this is your local beach, your Playa d'Or. or the Condesa. So even though it's cloudy today, it's still beautiful and warm. Still got people waving the cameras. Now you can, and I do still swim in the sea up to mid-November. And it's not exceptionally warm as you can imagine, but it is still lovely and warm that time of the year. And this is Playa de Muro just here. You've got a little gate on the right hand side which is past. That is like the private gate, if you know what I mean. It takes you through the Albufera, straight across the road from the main entrance of the hotel. So I was saying, you've got also lots of villas here for rentals. The nearer we get to hotels, the more the sunbeds come out. You've still got your jet boats taking out the banana boats and things. They're always good fun, aren't they? And if you do fancy doing a little bit more than sitting there sunbathing, you've got lots of trips to go on, haven't you? You know, I've got most of them filmed on my channel actually, if you fancy a trip. The island trip, and you've got the evening things, haven't you? If you fancy a bit of wine tasting, it's wine tasting trips. There's a little trip for everyone. Then you've got pirates in the evening, pirates adventures. So there is plenty to do. And on the beach you've got the little shack that sells you the rides. There's the prices there. Banana boats, €10 a person. That's one I like, the crazy UFO. Well, that's 50. Bit of parasailing. And of course, because there's two big hotels just in this location here, and the boat trips, you'll find a lot more seating area here and things. It's quite a busy little area. So on the Condesa, the actual front of the hotel is actually on the beach itself. Now, it's nearly 2 o'clock now. So people are starting to go in for a spot of lunch. And you can rent a pedalo as well. They're always good fun, aren't they? So nice, and to see so many people paddling and swimming and things, just generally having fun. There are loads of these little turnings off here. Each one's got a little cafe, restaurant, spa shop and that sort of thing, and they all head up to the main road, which you'll find actual Playa de Muro, the shopping area just up down here. We'll continue to walk up the beach, and then we'll have a look around the shops at the end of the film. So keep watching. And just here you've got a really large complex full of apartments just there. And these umbrellas have got little safes, as you can see. Got 2 chairs, 2 beds, and little safe. Trying to see how much it is. Can't actually see a price on there. So you see what people do, put up a blanket, try and keep themselves in the shade a little bit, which is quite a good idea, isn't it? Nice to have a little wooden path, isn't it? That's always handy for disabled holiday makers, isn't it? To help them get down the beach. So you can see Playa de Muro is another busy tourist area. So if you fancy a game of volleyball or something, we've got the nets here. I'm going to join the main road now and have a look at the actual shops down the main road of PLAYA de Muro. So if you do feel energetic, keep on walking down that path down the sand, and as I said, you do end up in Camp Picafor. It's a lovely walk the whole way down there as well. Let's go and see what the town's all about then. So 2 minutes from the beach, you'll find this PLAYA de Muro, which is a lot of shops and restaurants, things all on the main road, a handful of hotels and everything. It's enough for everybody for their what they need on a holiday. So should we go and have a look and see what the shops are? And the beach is just down there on the right hand side, down one of these roads. So if you've got time, you don't mind driving, it's really lovely to get a car and have a little look around the island. You can on some of these little bicycles here. If you're a cyclist, there's plenty of places to rent bikes in PLAYA de Muro, just here, for all abilities, and there's plenty of places to train them up, whereas you're having a little look around or going for a meal. This restaurant here is open all year round. Unless you are a really good keen cyclist, I really would recommend you get an e-bike. It makes it so much easier. Now this restaurant is Willie's. It's a brilliant restaurant. It's very similar to what we used to have called the Wimpy Bar back in the UK. It's really good value and things. As you can see, the locals are all in there, so if the locals are there, it is very good. And that's the beach, the other side of those hotels over there, apartments. And there really aren't any shortages along here for restaurants for all prices. Now this is a nice one to go to as well. It's more of a steak place, but they're from all over the north of the island. And if you are above average, should I say, on a bicycle, if you're on a mountain bike or whatever you like, you'll find lots of these bigger bike shops, if you know what I mean, around that have bikes. Whatever you want to do, you tell them what you want and they build it for you. A lot of the pros use these places, unless of course you bring your own bike out. And now we're coming to the end of the season. They actually started selling the older bikes. So some of them are 800 euros to buy. The ones that are surplus to requirements for this season, I should say. They'll get another stock in for next year of next year's models. Lots and lots of tourist shops as well. If you're under a lie-low, you've got lots of them there to choose from. There's loads of different ones, and they're different lie-low kinds. And buckets and spades. And of course, if you'd like an excursion, there's lots of these excursion companies around. And if you're not sure which one you'd like to book, but please have a look on my Facebook, my YouTube site, and then you'll find lots on there that I've already done. There's loads of different ones to choose from. So if you notice this big building just on the corner, wonder what it is, it's actually the local police station just there. On the other side of the road, you've still got lots of hotels. It's a very tourist place, is PLAYA de Muro. And if you can't make the walk, there's a brilliant bus service. There's every 15 minutes or so that goes all the way round. Starts off Camp Picafor, goes PLAYA de Muro, Alcudia Port, Alcudia Old Town, and then Port of Proença, where it finishes. And if you fancy a lovely meal, that's a boy over the road, which is a steakhouse, which is absolutely gorgeous. That is over there, best quality, I'd say. other steakhouses are available. And this is a little children's play area. And next to Boy Restaurant, you've got a place called Fun World, which is mainly for children and things. It's got bouncy castles and things just down the side there. And for the evening, this is a nice little bar area, isn't it? Doing cocktails and things. Relaxing area. There's lots of clothing shops down here as well if you need a new dress, a pair of shorts or whatever, or even a pair of flip-flops. And if you do need the doctor, there is one of those here as well. Just before you come, just make sure you've got the right insurance. Another spa shop. Got different post boxes here, so if you want to post a letter, just make sure you've got the right stamp. And if you're like me, you love steak, then you won't be disappointed down here. There's lots of steak restaurants down here. So I was saying there is a good bus service here. There's a bus that goes to Campickaford. Whilst you're driving around the island, you'll find a lot of the roundabouts have little statues or pieces of art on. Or this one's here's got a deck chair. The next one down has got a fishing hook. There's a hotel bus that takes you down to the beach. There's lots of hotels down this road as well. And also there is a Burger King just there. So if you want a little bit local food, they do this tapas and wine in there. So you can get a little bit of everything, whatever you fancy to eat. You can get down here. So that's just about today's film over and done with. We're just on the corner of PLAYA de Muro where we meet the outskirts of Alcudia. It's about a 10-15 minute walk to the strip, that sort of thing. It's really not far at all. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, please give us a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget Facebook page, Love and Love Mallorca. And will you take care of everyone. I'll see you soon. Thanks and bye-bye.